So you want that solution where you don't have to work and you just get really rich really fast? No hard work kind of money. So let me tell you, it doesn't exist. You waste your whole life looking for such quick fixes and, miracle remedies, and they don't exist. And this is why I love Saturn. And let's talk about wealth and Saturn today. And Venus, two really amazing planets for money. But first, Saturn, the lord of the 10th house and the 11th house. Saturn is very misunderstood and feared because Saturn brings results. Saturn brings karma. Saturn is the planet of karma. Saturn, actually, the whole universe is working on the law of karma. It's one of the most fundamental principles of existence. As you sow, so shall you reap. It has to come. They call it the chakra of time, the Kal chakra. It is going to go full circle. And whatever you did, it's going to come around and you're going to reap the benefits. Or whatever, if you sowed poison ivy, then that's what you're going to reap. So do good karma. Saturn is the great teacher that is teaching you the laws of the cosmos. Sometimes its measures are harsh, but it's only so that you learn and you don't hurt yourself. Saturn is the greatest teacher that tells you, persevere. Don't give up right now. Victory is just 2 steps ahead. And you're just about to give up when the going is getting really hard. And there you've given up. The difference between super successful people and mediocrely successful people is just this. They're doing a little extra. If you can do 100 push-ups, do 2 more. Do 10 more. Don't stop at 100. Push your potential. Push the accelerator and go a little more than you can. And then when one learns those lessons of Saturn, one really understands that success is just this. Consistently doing a little more than you're capable of and realizing your own potential. Your potential is much more than what you were thinking it to be. And then Saturn really rewards. But with great power comes great responsibility. And Saturn also punishes when one comes at that position of privilege and power and abuses it and takes advantage of others. Then the downfall also happens. So Saturn is the single most planet that can take you from rags to riches. Doesn't matter who your father was, your forefathers were. Doesn't matter if you're born into any kind of money. Doesn't matter if right now you don't have any access to any skill. You can start. Today you can start. Anybody can start changing their life by changing their karma, by changing their actions. Right? And that's all that Saturn is asking you to do. Saturn's also telling you, come on, rise above your own issues. Go serve the greater good of all. Stand up for humanity. Serve the masses. Serve large chunks of people. Serve those that are lower than you. Become a humanitarian, and then money will never be a problem for those who are serving a large group of people. Now, what happens with Saturn is that why do we fear it? Why do we fear Saturn? Because it's unpredictable. Just when you thought life was going great, something suddenly will come and hit you hard. That is nothing else than your own prarabdha, your own past life karma. So gurus, spiritually enlightened beings always tell you, when life gives you lemons, just drink a lemonade. Because you have grown those lemons. Those lemons are your own growing. So we cannot change the past. But our sadhana, our spiritual practices, because Saturn is really a sattvic planet, it can change how those lemons are being dished out to you. Okay, fine, your past life brought you to lemons, brought you to some bad fruits of your past karma. But if you have done enough spiritual sadhana, it will not harm you as much. Right? So which side of life do you wish to be on? The good side, the prosperous side, the kind side? Then it's time to do that kind of karma. Let's come to my other favorite planet. And by the way, all of you who are really interested in astrology, are clueless about it, I'm starting Astro 1-on-1, which is going to teach you the basics, the fundamentals of how you should learn Jyotish so that you can really decode your own life chart. You can start seeing your planetary positions, the nakshatras, rashis, and everything that looks like a black cloud to you right now will start making sense. And it's about to start on the 27th. The link is in the bio. Please join it. It will really do you good. Astrology has been one of the best gifts of my life. Now let's talk about Venus, the planet of beauty, luxury, wealth. Venus rules the second house and the seventh house in the chart. Second house is family income, family wealth, a wealth that you were born into. When you were born, was there misery in your house or was there prosperity? Did your birth create a big difference in your family's wealth? All this can be seen in the second house. The natural lord of the second house is Venus. And the seventh house, the house of partnership, marriage. So many of us get married and suddenly wealth increases. So many of us get married and wealth decreases. Venus is the lord of contracts, is a planet of, all your judicial. And Saturn also gets exalted. Is at its peak in the house of Libra. Why? Because Libra is justice, Libra is fair, right? Venus is art, it's beauty, it is aesthetics, it's the life force flowing in through you, prana. Shukracharya is the person that has mastered Venus, mastered their life energies, is not wasting them on mediocre, lower level things. So, how can we use Venus to attract wealth? See the difference between Saturnine wealth and Venusian wealth? Saturn says earn it, discipline, perseverance, consistency. And Venus says, oh, I'm just going to be here and I'm going to attract money. Venus is a very different kind of wealth. Venus is the law of attraction. As your intentions are, so shall you reap. As you carry yourself, as you find yourself worthy, so shall you attract. Very different frequencies. Venus is glittery. Venus is, shining. All eyes are on Venus. Venus is diamonds. It's so attractive. The minute something is on the floor and it's shining, oh, you spot it and you can pick it up. Everybody wants what Venus has. But what makes Venus so special? Venus takes care of itself, right? If you don't take care of your health, your body will look dreary, will look lifeless. Take care of what you eat, take care of your body, do yoga, take care of your life force, energizing foods. The glow on your face is Venus. And everybody knows when we eat right, sleep well, we exercise, we glow. And if a person in a room, anybody who's going for a job, if they look good, they smell good, they're dressed well, you're going to give the job to that person. It's just going to happen naturally. The Venusian person will naturally be the winner. Given 10 people, the Venus will always attract the better opportunity. So it does matter how we carry ourselves, how we live life. Joy of living is Venus. So how can you bring Venus into your life in small ways? I would say start taking care of yourself. Start caring about what you're wearing, how you appear. This life is a great gift. And when we value it, we take care of our Venus.